Sawadee Krap, I'm JP Mestanza. It's February 23. Welcome to Phuket Extra, brought to you by a 25-year-old noodle vendor from Trang was shot and beaten by a Phuket provincial police officer on Bangla Road in Patong before dawn this morning. Arun Tongplab, the vendor, is still alive and remains in intensive care at Vashira Phuket Hospital. Phuket Provincial Police Commander Major General Ponsak Noanu reported that the shooting took place shortly before 6 a.m. We have CCTV footage of it, and we want to warn you that this footage may be too graphic for some viewers. In the video, you can see the suspect, Corporal Pontep Chanarong, clearly drunk and trying to enter Illusion nightclub, but security doesn't let him in, and it's because Corporal Pontep is seen waving around a gun. While this is happening, a noodle vendor is walking by on Bangla Road and suddenly falls to the ground. He was just shot by the drunk corporal. The vendor calls out for help, and the corporal walks up to Mr. Arun, points his gun, and fires at close range and appears not to have hit Mr. Arun. Then the corporal walks back to the front of the nightclub, and moments later, as the victim begs for help, Corporal Pontep goes back to him and speaks something, then slaps him in the face, pulls Arun so he's face down on the ground, and kicks him. Kusotan rescue workers arrived on the scene to treat Mr. Arun, while Corporal Pontep was taken to Patong police station for questioning, although they said he was too drunk at the time and they're waiting for him to sober up first. Corporal Pontep had just been transferred from Phuket Provincial Police to Region 8 Police, and today was supposed to be his first day in that division. An investigation is now underway, according to Phuket Provincial Police. Plans are now in place to start inoculating frontline healthcare workers this week, with news that Thailand will receive its first shipment of a coronavirus vaccine, the 200,000 doses of Chinese drug maker Sinovac Biotech, this Wednesday. Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha announced the news on Monday, who said he's ready to take that shot alongside medical workers. Yesterday, Thailand's Food and Drug Administration gave the green light for Sinovac Biotech's vaccine for emergency use in Thailand, the second vaccine to receive such an approval, joining AstraZeneca's vaccine. Thailand has an agreement with the China-based firm for 2 million doses of their CoronaVac vaccine, with the first 200,000 batches to arrive tomorrow, and the Premier says he will personally receive the doses when they arrive at Suvarnabhumi International Airport in Bangkok. Still, the Deputy Director General of the Disease Control Department says that Sinovac's vaccine is only recommended for people aged between 18 and 59 years old, since there's not enough data to support efficacy for anyone older or younger than 18 to 59. In addition, this vaccine is not recommended for pregnant women. Another 800,000 doses of Sinovac's CoronaVac will arrive in March, and the remaining 1 million in April. It all comes as the government is being criticized for lagging behind its Southeast Asian neighbors, Cambodia, Indonesia, Malaysia, Laos, and Singapore, which have already received vaccines. Phuket Extra, we're right back after this. Welcome back to Phuket Extra. Just 16 days before the statute of limitations on one murder case and an attempted murder case expires, Royal Thai Police finally found the main suspect in those cases after almost 20 years on the run. 47-year-old Natapong Misuwan was arrested at his home in Chachoengsao Sao province on a warrant from a murder case that took place on March 9, 2001. He was known as Pai Wit back then. He was at a karaoke shop with two friends when a group of other men were allegedly drunk and rowdy, leading to an argument between the two groups. The report states that the suspect pulled out a shotgun to shoot one of the other men in the group. Then he dragged him out to the front of the shop and allegedly stabbed and slashed him repeatedly with a knife. He's accused of shooting one of the other man's friends as well, seriously wounding him. Praiwit and his group fled after that. Both two of his friends were caught shortly after the incident. Praiwit escaped until now. Upon questioning, Praiwit admitted to the shooting, but said his friends had taken the man's life. He escaped arrest for years, bouncing around Thailand working as a mechanic, changing his name to Natapol, and then finally decided to come back to Chachoengsao Sao province to work with a close friend at an orchard. where he was eventually arrested 16 days before the case expired. For the first time in more than 20 years, an olive Ridley turtle has been found laying eggs on Mai Khao Beach in Phuket. A local resident found the turtle on the beach early last Friday morning, and City Nat National Park's officers showed up and found the 131 eggs intact on Mai Khao Beach, expected to take about 45 to 50 days to hatch. For more, visit thephuketnews.com. Thailand officials confirmed 93 new cases for the nation today. The new total is now 25,599. No new deaths were recorded, and the death toll remains 83. 96% of total patients have recovered. Thank you for joining us today on Phuket Extra, brought to you by the lyrics below. Join us again tomorrow. Until then, stay classy, Phuket.
คุณมองเห็นอะไรไหมครับถ้ามองไม่เห็นเดี๋ยวเราจะย้อนภาพให้ดูทีละมุมถ้ามองจากรถที่อยู่ด้านหน้าคุณจะเห็นชายขี่มอเตอร์ไซค์ตามมาด้วยความเร็วปกติถ้ามองจากคนที่นั่งอยู่ข้างทางคุณจะเห็นชายขี่มอเตอร์ไซค์ผ่านไปด้วยความเร็วปกติแต่ถ้ามองจากคนที่ขับรถตามหลังมอเตอร์ไซค์คันนี้มันติดไม่มีไฟท้ายก็เหมือนไม่มีคุณอยู่บนถนนตรวจสอบไฟท้ายให้ใช้งานได้อยู่เสมอ